PTSD. So often we talk about generational curses, we talk about breaking those chains, but we forget to deal with the generational trauma that so many of us have and have dealt with. Okay, so that's going to be one topic that's coming down the line. And then another topic that I have coming down the line is called, Are You an Imposter? So I just want to give you some teasers as to some future up and coming motivational talks that are going to be coming. I don't know when they're going to come. So if you want to hear them, I encourage you to plug in to the Chart and Sip every Saturday at 8 p.m. Central. But something I really want to talk about right now, is I'm not going to be long, but it's something that has been on my heart. And I feel that I would be remiss if I didn't discuss it. Because I want to see everybody winning. And sometimes, we're so focused on wanting to make sure we are winning that we can sometimes have an environment where people are still struggling and they are afraid to say they are struggling, or they're afraid to say they need help because they feel like they have to know it. And they feel as if them saying they need help is going to have us look down on them. And y'all, we are here to lift each other up, help build each other. If somebody is weak in one area, we're not going to celebrate that. We want to help you get strong. We want to build a community where people can be trusting. I was telling my daughter of this analogy. My daughter was babysitting her nephew. And in the process of her babysitting her nephew, who's not even a month old, I don't think, or maybe he's 2 months old. Okay, let me get it right. He's 2 months old. And then she has her son, Carter, who's 2 years old, very child. I was telling her, we need to have the trust that her nephew, Cayenne, has. Because when she's watching him, he has no care in the world that he's in harm's way by Carter trying to pick him up, Carter trying to feed him, Carter trying to burp him. He doesn't have a clue. He lays peacefully in her arms and he's sleeping. And I was telling my daughter, that gave me the analogy of how he wants us to be. He wants us to trust him, irregardless of what chaos is going around in our lives. He wants us to trust him. And so by us trusting him, it is allowing us to rest in God's arm. And while he's ducking and dodging, like some superhero, bumping and dodging and blocking this and blocking that and blocking that, we need to be like that baby and just be at peace and be resting. And I think sometimes for some of us, we so much want this training to work that we become impatient. We lose our trust. We lose the communication in our communities that are helping us and want to help us. We start self-sabotaging ourselves. We start doubting ourselves. We start going from one strategy to another strategy to another strategy. And then we're wondering why we are so busy struggling instead of just staying with the strategy and trusting. And then I think about the training, because I myself, I want this to work. But then I finally had that aha moment that for this to work, I've got to trust. Just like I'm trusting God on this journey, I got to trust my skills. I got to trust myself that What's that saying? When you know, when you know, when you know. And what's understood doesn't have to be explained. You can have that confidence to go into the market and not be afraid. Because each time we go on that market and we use the same strategies over and over and over and over, don't you know you are building those muscles? You are building muscle memory. All strategies work, but pick a strategy, pick two strategies. I want you guys to stick to your strategies, because when I know that we are in a market with Forex being a $6 trillion market, it's enough money in this market for all of us to eat and be fat, be merry, be a blessing, see the person that we bring on do better than us, create a legacy. And so if you've had a rough patch in the market this week, I want you to know you made it through the week. And because you made it through the week and you are here on this call, it tells me that you are a fighter, that you are a survivor, and it also tells me that you know that this works. And so I just really want to encourage you guys, don't give up. Use this community to help you strengthen your muscles. Use this as an opportunity to reach out, reconnect. If you feel like you are having some struggles and you just are just not where you want to be, don't be ashamed. We love you guys. I love you guys. I want you guys to win. I want you guys to keep being transparent, but I also want you to think about that baby. You got to have that faith. You got to trust, because I really believe God wouldn't put you in this community. God wouldn't put you in the here and the now if he didn't believe this is where you need to be. You got to believe it. You got to trust it. And no matter what is going around in your surroundings, like I said last week, you guys have to stay tunnel vision. You got to put those blinders on and not worry about what Get Your Mind Right is doing, what Lisa's doing. Because when it's all said and done, we are family. We're united front, wanting to get to the same goal, and that's to be successful and to use this platform and the income that we're getting from this to sponsor and support and feed into other adventures that we want. But I want you to know, you don't have to do it by yourself. You got a community. All right, guys. Yeah.
That was good, Mama. Drop some threes in the chat if you receive that.
Good stuff, Mama.
Mama, you are so on point. And I just want to say this. Chart and Sip is meant to inspire and encourage you guys. I don't know how many times we have sat and watched people teach us how to trade, but we weren't able to share our screens. You know, it's so many things you think about after you get off the call and after you try to apply on your own. We do the before and afters so you can have confidence in whatever strategy you're doing works. But a Winter Squad member had told me the reason she does not come to these calls is because everything works. And if we apply what everybody is doing, we are going to really hurt our accounts. And that is so true. And the last thing we want to do is confuse you guys to make you feel like this over here is better than that over there. This call is just for you to teach, to showcase what you know. Because believe it or not, we say you're sharing to help others. When you share, believe it or not, it helps you more than anybody else.
Mhm.
And so just know that and don't get distracted. Winter Squad, which is our community, is night and day from Chart and Sip. But Chart and Sip is for us to just come together as traders. And so, Mama, your message was so on point. Um, I guess I just felt I had to add to that. It was so good. But if you guys are watching on YouTube or Facebook Live, please click that link to join us. We would absolutely love to have you tonight. If you're watching at a future date, still click the link so you can have access to the Telegram group so you can get the Zoom links when we host calls. We would love to have you. The people that have the traders that hop on these calls are absolutely phenomenal. The value that we all give is so unmatched. And so we would love to hear from you and see from you and see you. But if not, communicate with us in the comments. We would love to see your engagement. Show us some love.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Micah, passing it to you.
Don't get. I don't want y'all to get discouraged. Like, yo, this church sip. You know,
Yay.
this is what we do. You know, uh, probably gonna be a little different tonight. Probably won't mark up tonight, but I want to get down to like, what y'all having problems with. Because I think we
Mhm.
get too. I think we get too caught up in all the winning and all this. I don't want to leave nobody behind, so I want to turn this into kind of like a little winter squad call. This is kind of like how we do a winter squad. Um,
Little
I
accountability call.
yeah, and
Mhm.
accountability. I just want I want to help y'all out. I don't want y'all.
Yep.
I don't want you out there struggling or anything like that because I think what I learned from ET last week during the men's concert or the men's what's it called?
Conference.
Yeah, the men's
Conference.
conference is that what kind of friend am I or what kind of mentor am I or what kind of leader am I if I'm letting my friends still eat the bullet, Yeah, you know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? How does that make me look,
Yeah, you drowning and you bringing out your camera,
Yeah.
filming it instead of putting it down to help.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't.
Mm.
I can help y'all. It's when we started this thing, it was all about building confidence. But
Yep.
now that we kind of like evolving, all of us evolving, I
Getting
don't. I want to
better.
make sure we want this that everybody's at. In a wolf pack, it's not as strong as its weakest link. So I want to make sure everybody's up to par. I want to make sure everybody's doing good. If you're doing good, good. I ain't gonna say nothing. If you're doing bad, say something. I can't. A closed mouth don't get fed. So this call, that's what we're gonna do. If you having any type of problems in the market, if you having issues with it, may be small issues. Let us help you out. You know what I'm saying? That's what this call is for. You know,
Yeah, unmute. Let us know.
Winter Squad gets this, day in, day out. If they need
Yep.
something, we're there with them. But you
Yep.
guys, we just see y'all once a week, so I want y'all to get a chance to get some of that love too. Show you how we do in Winter Squad, and we got mostly Winter Squad members here. Let them help you. Let us help you. I
Yeah.
don't, I don't want nobody to feel like they falling short or anything like that. I just want. I do this out of my heart.
All right.
We do all this out of our heart. You know what I'm
And
saying?
it's nothing to be ashamed
Yeah,
about.
nothing. Anyway, if you making $5,000, cool. If you losing $5,000, cool. Whatever. Let me help you do what you need to do. I mean, I have flaws too. I'm not gonna come up here and act like I'm perfect. I'm having issues. You know what I'm saying? It may not be with charts, it may not be with trading. My issue is I'm letting work get in the way of my goals. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just a job. That's just the ride to my goals. and I'm trading it more than that. So that's my issue. I'm having hard times keeping up with stuff at work and then keeping up with my trades. I need to be focusing. You know what I'm saying? Do I have a hard time with some entries sometimes? Yeah, but I
I
mean,
have my hardest time is if I put in the stop loss. If I put in the stop, I don't like to put in the stop loss because I think I put it too tight. I know I recently, but I decide now to do
yeah,
is to take it to the last low and let it run and play in between there. Another thing that I've gained confidence in that Jasmine said one night, I think it was on Winner's Squad,
yeah,
if you're in that 4 hour, you trade in the 4 hour, you
yeah.
don't do anything until that 4 hours up and let that
That's
play out.
right.
And I found that is so true to hit that
Yes.
TP.
Exactly.
Yes.
So I think for me, it's basically the discipline and just to trade on that 4 hour because, hey, that's where it is. That's where it is. And drop that stop loss just below my last low or my take high and put it there and let the trade run.
And I mean that's a great point, Lisa. That's what all this is about. Like we know we have our flaws. Let them be known. You ain't gotta be perfect. We gotta be perfect for it. You know what I'm saying? We gonna go by one. Tell us what your flaws are and what you can do better. You know what I'm saying? Because if you get it out there into the forefront, if you notice the problem, if you notice the issue, then you'll be able to find the solution. And you have
Well, that
other people here to find the solution for you. So, yeah, definitely. So who wants
that's my flaw and I'm working on it. So and it's getting better because like I said again, I realize where I need to put it and just place the trade and watch it. And I think the 4 hour is for me.
Exactly. And so since you've been doing that, like, how has it been helping you? Like, has it been easier to deal with?
It is easier because what it is, it builds the confidence. And exactly where you said that trade is going,
Mm-hmm.
it goes unless it violates.
Yeah.
Now, I am big on oil, but my difficulty with oil is that I do trade market up on TradingView,
Mm-hmm.
but somehow my phone is way ahead at TradingView.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to do that on the telephone and
Exactly.
set that and hit. So from this call too, I've learned to use my phone to trade because it was just like one day I just realized when I looked at the trade that my trading view and my MT4 on only on oil now was at different levels. So I had to figure it out.
Hey, and I'm proud of you. You told me that like 2 weeks ago, and I was like,
Mhm.
yeah, it's a little different. Like the hour candles are different from MT4 to TradingView because I think MT4 is an hour behind MT4. Like you'll get a 4 hour candle on TradingView at 8 o'clock, but you won't get it on your MT4 till 9 o'clock. So yeah, it's definitely here and there, but I'm glad you put that into
Yeah, motion, man. I work in this. Hey, this is it. This is it.
I
Mhm.
like that. I like that. Okay, who's next? Well, I want to know who what you got issues with, what you having a problem with. Maybe trading, maybe something else. We're here to help you, so let me know. Let's see here. Get your mind right. Come on to the front of the class,
I'm
Jay.
still full from your testimony. Get your mind right. I'm still full.
Hey man, you know what they say, Jackson? Cup runneth over, dog.
Y'all don't understand. Get your mind right. Blessed me this week.
Let me tell you
Uh-oh, she
something.
gave church.
Look,
Judge.
it's this smile that Get Your Mind Right has, okay? And when you know things is going right, that smile, hey, it bright like the sun, I tell you. Okay, so
I know this is the tell how what you going through, call. Get your mind right. Don't even understand. I know I done told you this. I know we had a long conversation.
Yes, y'all
Get
did.
your mind right. dropped gems this week. Real quick, I was on a call and this person was talking about how they flipped the account, and all they was talking about was their strategy in the market. And I'm like, every strategy works. Tell me how your entries, tell me how many trades you took, show me. And I literally was like, Lord, just guide me to somebody that can show me these steps so I can apply to my account. It was so many key things that get your mind. I don't even know if she noticed how much she blessed me. It's so many gems she dropped along with screenshots. I'm telling
She had receipts. She had
talk
receipts.
about keeping it all the way real. I don't even know if I've ever met an educator that can show you their trade history.
Hey, we talking real accounts here, dog.
Real accounts.
Real accounts.
See,
No demos.
20x per account. I know you low key, my bad. That's for her to say. But it's so many gems she dropped on the call, and it was 5% looking at the market.
Hey. See?
Hey.
So y'all,
Learn from the best squad, the only squad, winning squad. You heard?
Hey,
Heard me. That's what I'm talking about.
look at that smile. That's the smile of a champion.
That's what I said.
winning squad is absolutely amazing. And the thing that I love most is we truly be celebrating y'all. It
Yeah.
ain't no hateration.
Right?
When one person, go ahead, get your mind right. What you going through, girl?
Hey, one thing for sure, man. Hey, y'all gotta smile through the bad days too.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey, but I mean, I think my biggest takeaway this week, because I did take an L, a fat one too.
Yeah.
But at least I was telling myself, like, I can't beat myself up because I made withdrawals, and
Hey,
I still got money to trade this week. You feel me? And I only started
there we go.
I gotta turn my I gotta mute.
My biggest downfall was man, because y'all know I've been taking time out, just trying to revamp and reinvent myself to be better. So I think my biggest downfall this week, I could say though, was I was killing it so much, I probably thought I couldn't lose.
She got a little cocky.
That's cool.
You know me? So I think I took an L because I mean the setup was there. It was just that when you know what the market gonna do, let the market do what it's gonna do. And I'll be saying this all the time. Patience is key. But like this day, I don't know. Like I said, I guess I've been killing it that I didn't feel like I was gonna lose.
Now,
And
what the market do? Spank you?
it spanked me, moms. It spanked me with a switch. Fresh off the tree. Old fashioned. So I think that was my biggest takeaway, not being patient. And that was one of my problems in the beginning, not being patient, just getting in my setup. Because the setup happened. It happened, but it happened without me because I was impatient and I over leveraged. So since I was impatient and I over leveraged, I told myself, you're done. Even though the setup played out, because I wasn't wrong, I was just too early. So I think that's my biggest downfall as far as like trading and stuff. It's just like not being patient. And I can't really say over leveraging because if you know what you're doing, and if like Coach O said, when you learn the skill set, you can over leverage. But yeah, I think I got airheaded. And then God humbled me real quick. He said, what you doing? Get over here.
Right?
Whoop, whoop.
That's what I noticed. I noticed that like when you crossed your T's and dotted your I's, you know, get your mind right is unstoppable.
You heard?
And the day you hit your goal and stop, your account gonna go to the next level.
And
Hey, you know what?
Consistently.
I was just telling my coworker today, I said, man, because I had watched the video right before I left work. And I said, man, let me tell you something, dog. I could go to one of my notebooks and I can show you I wrote in multiple notebooks I'm so happy and grateful that I can catch 20, 30, 50, 60, 80 pips. I'm out here catching hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and
Woo!
hundreds, dog.
Speak it.
I said, man, I've been hitting my goals this whole time and being ungrateful.
Didn't even notice it. Probably hitting them with ease.
Ungrateful.
Being ungrateful.
Ungrateful.
He probably spanked me again. But I said, I'm gonna do better. I said, I'm gonna do better, God. I promise I'm gonna do better.
Yes.
That's
So,
what I'm like.
That's why I want to go to do better, be patient, you feel me? And yeah, because we all gonna take L's, you feel me? Just don't give up, you feel me? Take them L's, get back up, and smack the market around until it smack you around.
This time, you know, hey, when you up, you up. You ain't got to.
Man, you heard?
You know, so it's a lesson in everything, and I'm glad you learning. As soon as you that discipline get in order, you're gonna be like out here being one of the top traders out here. You know, so.
Hey, we already there, dog. We already there.
And what I liked about what you said was you went from 20 to 30. Now you catching hundreds and hundreds of pips, and that's what everybody in Winter Squad is basically. We're evolving. We're evolving together. That's what this is all about. That's why I love it. I love it. I love you guys. Get your mind right, man. Seeing you grow is one of the biggest things for me. You know what I'm saying? Because you out there want it as bad as I do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, hey, kudos.
Hey, you know, Micah, that's that earth sign. You know, we all about that shmoney. We all about that shmoney.
Yeah. I'm with you.
You know, we be on the same wave, dog.
Right. Okay. All right. Jasmine, come on, get to the front of class. What they say on ET, time to get naked, trying to get down to your man. Love you too, Jackie.
Love you, Jay.
Yes.
What's your
I
biggest
would
struggle?
say one of my I so ain't trying to turn this into a Winter Squad call. One of the things that I like about Winter Squad is we are so consistent. We are so consistent how we trade that and because we're so consistent and we force ourselves to mark up just like we teach, there has been times where my trades don't play out how they're supposed to or how I want them to. But because we trade the same setups, I can lose a trade and be like, I'm gonna take the next setup because I know it works, because history has proven, markups have proven, if I just scroll in the chat, I'll see my setups again that play out.
Right.
Happen. So that used to be one, like if my trade violated, maybe I don't know, just trusting my setup. And something that somebody said on Winter Squad call was, she was like, patience don't pay. And the one thing that I loved about that was sometimes we are waiting on a setup, and then the market finally gives us the setup and takes off without a retest, just takes off flying, and you were sitting on your hands. And the thing that I loved about that was we are now having to wait for the next setup. It's not how can I get in right now? It's okay, what do I see? And am I able to put a limit? Can I put a limit in or an alert in when it gets to this area or violate this area? So that's one thing, is patience really does pay, but patience is not, it's not always in a couple of days. Sometimes that means that week you don't trade. But I'm learning so much. The less I trade, the more I make. I used to think it was so cool to show me trading this and show me trading that and show me trading this and show me trading that. And now I'm starting to realize the people that are making the most money are only focusing on one or two pairs. Yeah. And it sucks because it takes the thrill and the high out of trading But one thing I do know is my account is more blue than it's ever been.
Right.
And it's growing consistently, not just I'm super high one week and super low another.
Yeah.
It's almost not even attractive dropping a million charts in the chat, but of course we do it because we're trying to show the same setups and stuff. But even on our calls, we say, hey y'all, we ain't even taking these trades. So I think that's my biggest thing is when I miss my setups, because I know how to trade, it's easier to look at another pair, but just say, hey, set an alert for when that comes back, or has the next area been tested? Can I get in there? Or put an alert for the next one. And so it just, I hate to say it, but it takes the thrill, the high, the fun out of it. Because now I'm not just in all the time, I'm in for a reason.
Yeah.
And so that's my biggest thing is the patience.
That's what I like. Yeah, it's one of those things where, you know, we see the market so good now that it's almost you have to slap your hand and be like, okay, you go have to wait for the perfect, you know, setup, or, you know, a setup that's better for you. But I definitely understand that. Some weeks you'll be like, just the market isn't ready to move yet. You know what I'm saying? And you try to force it to move, and you just can't do that.
Looking at other setups, now you're looking at the 1 hour, like, what show button looking? You better get off that.
Right. What are you looking for? Yeah, I'm about to just
Right.
jump down this, you know, between 20 pips this whole week. And I think as traders that hurts us. So I definitely understand.
That's a fact.
I definitely.
You know,
So.
what I find amazing, Jasmine and Mike, is when I can now go to pull up a chart and just mark up a chart and see where the market is going from where it's not going.
Right.
And I think the fear, you know, at first you was afraid to look at the chart and mark it up and see it. But now to just go here and you could see, pinpoint and hook it, take it from one, draw a line and fill it in. That's amazing to me. I think that's the biggest accomplishment for me because I was afraid of the chart first, to be honest.
Right.
What made you unafraid? What was that switch, Lisa?
Being in a comfortable setting where you can express what you want to do and not afraid of some way to like talk you down and just discuss it and you'll always say trade what you see, mark it up, don't say anything. And I guess just following it and studying it more, my understanding has gotten better. So now I can see exactly where I go and put that line and hey, if it's not there, wait and go to something else. But for me, I don't care anybody say, I really can't trade any other pair because it does not move as quickly as that oil does.
Yeah.
Ethereum is another pair I like. I think I like the fast moving pairs. But just sitting to wait, but I could mark that fast moving pair. I could wait because it's a quick in and out for me. I don't want to linger. Just give me what I need to come back out.
Just give me what I need and come back out.
And I understand that.
That's the bar.
I think when Lisa got me addicted to oil, I think she didn't tell me about the side effects. Because there's a side effect that when you go back to a Forex fair, it doesn't move as fast.
Thank you. You see, it's like night and day.
You're like, am I not there?
You know how I felt. When I first started trading SPX indices and had to go to Forex fair, I died.
It's rough.
Oh my God.
It's too slow.
But
Yes.
the good thing is that now that I know that I can see the difference and all that, I can adjust and I can turn that problem into not a problem. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's not for it. So now I know, hey, if I go over here, this is what I'm expecting. If I go over here, this is what I'm expecting. So yeah, it's all about getting them problems out to the forefront. You know, that's what we're here for today. You know, hey, Mama. what
No,
you got?
Ashley.
Mama, if you don't.
Right, you going all winter squad.
All right.
Ashley.
Ashley.
Come on, Ashley.
They want Ashley to forgot me. No, what my
I got
beautiful
I got
girl.
y'all in a
Ashley
row.
giving week entries on the daily.
I got you on the I got you
No,
on the roll.
that's a waiting. That's a
I got the
patience.
line. Come on, Ashley. Let me know what you're struggling with.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. So, I've been doing a lot of journaling with my tweets and when I lose and when I win to try and understand my patterns. And what I noticed this week with journaling is, well, the first thing is like when the market trend switches, let's say there's a reversal, I don't tend to realize that it reversed on me. Like market wins, and like even though I know on Wednesday it's gonna reverse, in my head I still want it to sell and I stick to it instead of trading the trend and knowing that it's reversal. In my head, I'm still in denial. I be in so denial that no, it's still selling. No, it's still selling when really it been broke the trend line and it's buying. And that's my biggest issue. And another thing that I could say on that same note is like my words. When I'm talking to sis, which is get your mind right, because me and sis, we try together all the time. That's my sister right there, y'all. But when I was talking to sis this week, she made me realize, when I said something, I said, I'm not good at buying. And I tend to say that all the time. It's my words. Sis said, no, sis, you're not good at buying because you say you're not good at buying.
That part.
And if I would say something different and I would change my mindset in the way that I'm speaking, then I would have better control to know that I can say, no, I'm good at buying. And even though I'm not, I will be. I can be. But it's my word choice. So those are my two things that I realized between me doubting myself and just not realizing, like, not realizing, but just taking the initiative to understand, okay, Ashley, I don't care how you feel, the market changed on you. And it's not about how you feel, it's about what's going on. And it's not about, you can't have your emotions involved in trading. That's the biggest thing.
That's the headphones?
Mute, mama.
That's what I would say was my biggest two downfalls so far that I'm noticing.
I love that. And I do want to say, I have a personal rule. I don't care if we selling or buying. I just want to make sure I understand what direction we going.
Right.
It's cool to like, and I was doing this with mom this week or last week, but I was like, if I get into this setup, one of the things that I said is give yourself an excuse to get in the trade. And that's just another word of saying, give yourself confirmations to get in the trade. So I was like, if you get in this trade, what is the reason you will get in this trade? Well, I'm gonna get in this trade because, okay, we all know head and shoulder pattern. I'm gonna get in this trade because we had a right shoulder, because it gave 100% of the neckline, because the head is a bearish engulfing, because, okay, I done gave myself excuses to get in because so many times we see the setup, but we don't pull the trigger. And so then my next question was, okay, what would my excuse be to get out of the trade? Oh, okay, that right shoulder, strong candle breakout, it's violating. Oh, right. A lot of times the violation is a 424 buy.
Right.
Okay, sometimes it doesn't give you the retest, and it will go to the head and then come back down to the shoulder. Believe it or not, a lot of the times that's the inverted. So now we done switch from regular head and shoulder pattern, engulfing violation, to now we got to invert it. Okay, so now before I even enter into that right shoulder sell, I can automatically identify if it's, I can see the reversal, because now I know what my excuses are to also get out of the trade.
Right,
so,
yeah.
I think that's, I heard you say trend lines. I just trade the patterns.
No, not just trend lines. I look at a lot of structure, market structure in general, whether that's an engulfing bearish violation with candles. And you know what? It's not that I can't even see them, Jazz. I be seeing clear as day. But if I'm winning on a sale and I'm winning and I'm winning and I'm winning, my mind just won't get out of the fact that the reversal is happening. You feel me? And I'm still in denial, and I can see a bearish bullish engulfing breakout and still be in denial, like see it clear as day on a 4 hour. And I ask myself, why do I do that? Why do I do that?
Yeah.
So that's just something that it's a self-control thing. Because even
Yeah.
it all relates to
What was
self-control.
the answers you gave yourself? Why do you do that?
Self-control. That's it.
Well, why are you so, I was gonna ask you, why are you so married to the trade that when you see that you're, being emotionally abused by it, instead of getting out, divorcing, whatever, you stay in?
Yeah, I don't know, mama. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I can tell you right now, because I used to do the same thing.
Mm.
I put so much work in on that darn chart, it better go my way. It better go my way, and I'm gonna wait here till it go that way. You know what I'm saying?
Because you got just that much money.
Exactly. And the whole thing was, I was like, crap. I would see the signs like, man, this is going the other way. But I'm like, it can still go this way. I'm too good. Yeah. So
Yeah, I can share on that one because I remember I was in a trade with I can't remember if it was US 30 or NAS 100. That sucker, y'all, I was bleeding 2,400 in the hole. And I was like, and I just knew. I was like, okay, well, maybe, okay, Jesus, well, remember that day I ate that extra Snickers? I said, okay, I promise I won't eat no more extra. I mean, I'm just bartering and begging. And all of a sudden, when I got to like 2,400 and some change, I was like, let me just go and cut my loss.
right?
But it's like, I just couldn't cut it. But I will tell you that though, that was when I first started trading and I was going with signals and this person gave a signal. I'm like, she gonna tell me get out this trade? I mean, maybe she sees something I don't see. I'm just waiting for this educator and it's not who y'all think it is, okay? So stop it. But I just knew, I'm like, when is she going to tell me to get out this trade? I mean, I'm still waiting and I'm still waiting and I'm still waiting. I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm thinking, well, maybe she knows something. So even though I'm bleeding, I don't saw my account go from negative 10, 20, 100, negative 300, negative 400. Now we 1,050. Now we at 2,000. I'm like, oh, when's she gonna tell me to get out?
Right.
And I'm like, my dumb tail just like, I'm like, okay, maybe she. And I'm thinking to myself, is she in the trade herself? Because I'm thinking if you're in the trade, you sure ain't gonna be losing your money like this.
Right.
So maybe she wasn't in the trade.
Right.
I finally had to cut that loss. Oh my gosh. I told somebody, y'all, I wanted to cry. You hear me? Because it was like, and I said, and that's when I knew I had to learn how to trade and become my own signal. I said, I would never, ever, ever follow somebody again and not know what I'm doing to be able to get myself out.
Amen.
Amen.
Exactly. What they
So
tell
I'm
you.
over here bleeding for you too, Mom.
You know what? That may have spanked Mama, but let's not downplay. Mama done grew
Look, Mama catching pips and
accounts
Yeah,
several multiple thousands over from a 3-figure amount.
Yeah, I know that.
That's when you go. That's how you know, like, yo, like, y'all already know the sauce. Y'all just gotta put the 2 and 2 together. There's a line in the divide between marking up and execution. And once you get that right, you're good.
1 second, Mama. How is your confidence from trading on your own from taking signals?
You can't even explain it. I mean, it's just, because before, when you're taking signals, number one, you don't even know why they're doing what they're doing because they don't even explain it. They just say, get in here.
Get in here, and that's it. You don't know why
and get out, stop loss here, take profit there. And you like, and they don't say, you should probably have this much in your account before you do these, type of pairs or, whatever. I mean, you don't have a clue and you don't have anybody to ask questions to say, hey, why are we getting in right here? I mean, you just say get in, but I don't know why I'm getting in. I don't know why I need to get out. I don't know why you hit my stop loss. I don't know why you say take profit is here. why? I mean, I had no clue. I mean, and then you feel dumb because it's like, you know, if somebody comes to you and they say, what are you doing? I'm training. Well, oh, what are you training? How are you training? And you're like, I don't know. I just, this person says do this and do that, and I just do it. You know how dumb that makes you? It makes you sound so dumb.
Yeah,
And it's like, no wonder people are like, that's a scam, because it's like you can't explain what you're doing. You're for bleeding to death and don't even know why you bleeding.
right. And that's the real thing right there, mama. Because I also was like the same way with you. That goes to show you like trading is like being a human. Like you got your moments of this and your moments of that. Like with Chucky, maybe he started his biting stage or his throwing stage or his yelling stage. It's the same way with trading, and I hit that same stage with you, mama. I was like, once it hit me that I can't depend on signals. Was that what 1200 pip trade that coach threw out in IM? I broke even on that. How did I break even on that? It's because I didn't know, like, okay, good places to get in. I'm just thinking, like, okay, I'm going to just throw here, and it's all going to go. No. I ended up breaking even on that. And I was like, it's either you're going to take this serious or you just going to keep on faking it till you make it. You know what I'm saying? And that's when I had to buckle down. I had to, like, no more signals. This has to be just on me. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want the excuse how I listen to this person or I listen to that person to keep me away from my goals. No, you do depend on you, and you get to where you need to be. And I'm doing better now, and I'm glad to see you're doing better now. You know what I'm saying? So hey.
Well, let me share my.
What you say? Get your mind right. Oh, go.
My mom's
ahead, Mama.
taking signals. Her name was Sin. Her name is Catching Pimps and Flames. Stop playing with her.
That's right. Put some respect on my name.
Put some respect on her name.
My mama, okay? Let me tell y'all.
Go ahead, Mama.
I had some series of aha moments.
Yeah.
A lot of aha moments. But y'all, I'm going to be transparent as always. Initially, it used to really bother me when people would comment or people would reach out to Jasmine and ask her about trading. It's like, well, do they know? I know how to trade too. Nobody asking me to help them. That used to bother me. It really did, y'all. It used to bother me. And then I had to step back for a second and say, you know what? I'm just so glad they feel comfortable enough going to Jasmine or going to Micah to say, hey, I need some help. Can you help me? And then I had to remind myself, well, what time would I have? I work so much. When would they be able to meet with me? When would I be able to help them? So I had to get out of my own way because, that right there was just like a little bit of jealousy, and it would take away from what I knew about trading. And then my trading, then it wasn't as good as it should have been. And so I've come to the conclusion that I'm just happy and grateful that my daughter is available, that Micah's available to be able to be those educators or to be the helpmates, help future traders get better. So when I got to that point, I've been happy and grateful about that. I noticed my perspective on a lot of stuff changed because my daughter was like, Mama, people know you trade. I was like, do they? Because I didn't know people knew I traded. I just felt like people knew I gave the motivations. I was always one who was a pep person, She's like, Mama, people know. They know. I said, oh, okay.
Yeah, Mama.
But anyway, but you know what though? But I had an aha moment this week. I hear it all the time. I've heard Jasmine say it. I've heard Micah say it. I remember Coach O saying it, but it just didn't register to me. And maybe because I wasn't ready to receive it. But this week, taking money off the table. For me, y'all, that was a game changer. Right. Taking money off the table on a trade, y'all. It was like I had laser surgery and was able to see stuff.
So proud of you, Mama.
Because then it really shifted. Because it was like, wait a minute now. So I put a little stank on my trade. My trade doing what it's supposed to do. Now I take a little bit of money off the trade, fill the run, and move my shut the front door. I mean, I heard it before, but that just really, 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 I don't know what it was. It was just something about it this week that clicked. And y'all, I've been hearing this stuff for years, but for some reason, to that week it clicked. And also, you gotta remember to move your stop loss to break even. I forgot to move my stop loss to break even on one trade. And y'all, even when it hit my stop loss, I took money off the table. So when I hit the stop loss, I didn't even know I lost trade. I thought I won the trade. That's how good that was. Right. So that was an aha moment. And then I've also working and I've done very well. This week was my first week to being true to it. It was when I reached my goal. And I reached my goal of trading gold Wednesday morning. I'm done trading. I stopped looking at the chart. I don't even want to tempt myself because I'm not there yet to where I could say, okay, I can and still mark up and put charts in the in the groups. I'm not there yet. Maybe in another 2 months I'll be there. That was a game changer too. Saying I done reached my goal. I'm done. I am done. And then something else that was a game changer, that was an aha moment. I felt like I was so stupid, but I know I'm not stupid, but this was a game changer. And Jasmine was doing on our winter squad call, she was doing market structure. And you know how we've always been taught how if the market break above your zone, you buy. If it break below your zone, you sell, right? And you wait for a retest, put your limit in for the retest, right? Well, guess what, y'all? It was 3 weeks ago that I learned that it's got to be the right candle. So if you're trying to go for a buy, it's got to be the buying candle that break above. If your selling candle break above, that's not for a buy limit. And I did not know that. I was just always told, if it break above, put your limit in. If it break below, put your limit in. It never registered to me, and it never was explained to me that it had to be the right candle that broke above or below. I was wondering, why am I losing the trade? This red candle broke above. I'm supposed to be putting in a buy. But I realized, no, that's not my buy. And I did not know that. I just wonder how many people didn't know that.
I'm trying to be first to get in the setup.
I'm like, wow.
Yeah, Mama, this is one of those.
I'm glad, Mama. That is. And it happens all the time. I'm glad you had that.
I've had some aha moments. When I had the aha moment, I was like, I just couldn't stop talking about it. It's like, I cannot believe I did not realize that. Because I remember how many times coach would say the market break, if it break above, put your limit in for a buy. If it break below, put your limit in. Never once was it clarified, or maybe I was asleep when he clarified it. I don't know, a bathroom break or something. I never recall hearing, it's got to be the buy candle break above, the sell candle break below. I don't ever recall hearing that. And I just wonder how many people were making those careless mistakes because they didn't know. And it's not that you had the bad setup, you just looking at the wrong candle. So and then I forgot I'm paying for TradingView, so I'm giving away free money. Right. I had to remind myself I got TradingView, y'all. I can be setting my alerts, and I have to remind myself that the pip is off a little bit from my broker, but I have to just so like if my broker has my break above at 0.12, and TradingView may say, well, my break above is 0.11. Well, I just have to adjust it to my broker. So when it breaks above that zone for my broker, then I know I need to be getting ready to look and see what's going on. Mm-hmm. So, I've just had some aha moments, y'all. Some aha moments.
Hey, you better listen to moms, because that's how I grew when I count. She dropping them gems on you.
I was just thinking that. Get your mom right. We saying all of it. We hitting it hard.
I was taking profits off the top, and I took a loss this week because guess what? You can close partials on your losing trades too. So when I was leveraging, if I would have took partials on that losing trade, when it dropped, I would have still came out a winner. But instead,
Yes.
I was like, oh, forget this. Close it. You're done.
Yeah.
But I was taking partials off the top, and that's why I'm still able to trade after a big loss. You feel me? So y'all better pay attention to mine. That's why she catching them pips and plays.
Remember, that's what I said. You know, when I had that one to hit stop loss, I thought I wanted to trade because I took money off the table.
Right? You got to.
Yeah, and Mama, you are not dumb.
Well,
You
I
just
know, but
were not aware.
that's
And
true. I
you
wasn't
are a
working my
phenomenal
verbiage.
trader, and it just clicked when it needed to click. And it doesn't matter who did or did not say it. It was noticed because we're consistent with how we trade. That we switched up our strategies and switching up our time frames and switching up this and this and this and this and this, we wouldn't even notice it. We trade the same way so much that now we're understanding, believe it or not, a lot of candlestick patterns. I mean, we don't even call it candlestick patterns. We call them names and all this other stuff. But believe it or not, we wouldn't have known that if I was like, that's a funky red candle breaking above that zone. Let me just set an alert and I'll wait for it again.
Right.
Because how many times do we talk about the market rarely gives you one opportunity to get in the trade? Every now and then you might get that weak entry and the market takes off. But if you back test all the time, the market will come back.
Yep.
And so, like you said, you get that red candle break. I'ma just wait for a bullish candle. I'm gonna wait for a blue candle to break. Because that don't even sound right, a red candle breaking above.
Well, at the time it made sense.
I
was wondering why I was losing.
I knew this a long time ago when I was like, time does affect the market. So that opening candle, yeah, that spread might push you above or below that zone, but the market usually corrects itself and goes the way that it was initially going. So yeah, it's one of those. Time is a factor. So good stuff that you figured it out, Mama. I'm super proud of you. You've been killing it.
Well, we all figuring it out. We are all getting it. I love it. And this is the
and you know what? If anybody is watching via live stream, YouTube, tell us what you are overcoming, what you are mastering. We would like to know.
And stop playing with yourself and come join the winner squad. You heard?
Go ahead, Micah. That was it.
Hey, if that ain't a testimony right there, go on, get your mind right. I love this kind of call because you know what though, y'all? I love this. I was just going to say I really enjoy this kind of call because, it's just shooting off the hip. Everybody's getting a chance to just really just share some knowledge and drop some gems because you never know what somebody knows or didn't know. If you say something that you think just only affects you, to find out somebody else is going to get the aha moment. That is so. I'm just loving this.
Yeah, I'm like, hold on. I got to make sure everybody's still frozen. I done got froze out. Jasmine, I got kicked out.
I know when Jazzy got froze, it looked like she had that one eye. Did you guys ever grow with that one dot in the eyes be twirling one way and the other way? That's how Jazzy's eye was looking that moment when she froze.
I was like, everybody's frozen to me. Javon Wright was up here. I was like, okay, I guess the signal must be bad, but it's all good. But yeah, this is what it's all about, man. This is what Winter Squad is like. Hey, when you're trading, you're usually by yourself.
This is like a Winter Squad open call. This ain't a training.
Yeah, when you trading by yourself, you only got two sets of eyes. So you only notice two sets of one set, one thing, or here and there. But when here in Winter Squad, we got all of us looking at the market, noticing different things, so we can give each other feedback and then make each other better. That's how we're evolving in Winter Squad. So like, man, this is such a good call. Like, I really do appreciate y'all and everything y'all bring to the table. And I guess it's my time to, like, what I say, what Deion Sanders say, get butt naked. But
Get bucket naked.
get bucket naked. But like I said, my biggest struggle is really balancing. You know, it really is about trading. I'm good at marking up. My markups usually hit majority of the time. You know, it's just I'm such a father and I'm such a parent and I'm such a husband and I'm such a hard worker that I in my head I know what needs to be done. I go hard at what I do because I want my kids to have better. So if I gotta prioritize my job at a point in time, that's what I'm gonna do. You know, I know what I can do in the market. Hell, I make more money in the market than I do at the job, but I need the job right now to get everything situated. So, you know, that's just my issue. What I'm noticing and what been popping in my head lately is coach telling me, don't let your job get in, stop your dreams. You know, like he knew I was a hard worker. Everybody knows I'm a hard worker, but at some point in time, you just got to jump out on a leap of faith. And I haven't been jumping. You know, I've been going for the sure bet of things. So that's really my my issues. It's tough and it sucks because I preach to everybody else. I want everybody else to grow. I want everybody else to be the best that they can be. But
do you feel like you have to make a decision?
It's like this type of thinking never been in my life. It's always been work hard. It's always been use your hands. Always been go out and do it for your family. That's what I've been taught, and that's what I taught myself, if that makes sense. So to redo all that and be like, you know what, that can wait. You can do bigger here. That's new to me, So that's just something like personal things that I just have to work on. I will work on it because I'm not the type that doesn't want the best for everybody around me, But
My God, don't overwork yourself, man. Don't.
Yeah. I want everybody to do good. That's what I'm saying. The chart and sip and winter squad is bigger than me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not that type of person that I gotta be the lead of everything. I gotta be the best of everything. No, I want y'all to be the best. I'm cool with in the back being a backup dancer like Tupac. You know what I'm saying? That's me.
You want to be a Michelle?
Yeah. I don't need to be a Beyonce. I want y'all to be the Beyonce. Hey, I want to root. That's me. You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to be in the back with you, Micah.
Sometimes you got to do that for yourself. Hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm not a spotlight person. I'm the hype man. But to see y'all that y'all doing better and see that y'all are growing and mentally and financially, it makes me happy. It makes me happy. It fills me up.
What I so want to see happen is I don't know when it's going to happen, but I'm going to speak it in the atmosphere. That winter squad and chart and sip, we're going to get together. We're going to do a trip.
Big trip.
Whether it's to Cancun, Costa Rica, whatever, we meeting up because why? Our trading is going to sponsor our trip to where we're going to go. And we're going to do our chart and sip and our winter squad live from our destination. I'm speaking it.
Let's go.
It's already
Yes.
Task force ready. Just go on ahead and get them ready.
Well, I appreciate y'all. This has been an amazing call. Y'all got to see kind of how we move on Winter Squad and,
Yes, just a glimpse.
and the love there. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, Jasmine, go ahead and hit us with the promo.
Man, this was so good. To those that are listening, Winter Squad is the absolute best squad. If you need a trade community, a safe place to mark up, ask questions, give feedback, weekly trainings, click the link. Okay, I'm a little delayed with the link, so I'll pop that link on in there. But click the link. We would absolutely love to have you. Also, if you are a new trader or new to Forex, have no Forex experience whatsoever, click that link. We will be excited to get you. We're excited to get you started. We are excited to welcome fresh traders. Our confidence is finally at the level where we are absolutely ready to teach. And the cool thing is Winter Squad has seasoned traders that are committed to mastering this skill. And they are not only helping themselves get to the bag, but helping others along with us, the family of profitable traders. So click that link. We would love to have you. Let's get started. And that's what I got.
Hey.
Hey, Michael, one thing before you leave me, dog, I gotta tell you this, man.
Yes.
Look, when you get ready to leave your job, dog, you gonna be ready. But I told my coworker this today. I said, I'll be at work every day. I'll do security. I don't do nothing but look at a building all day.
Yeah.
And people work. I said, man, it's crazy how I sit here for 8 hours to help somebody else build their dream. I said, this still slavery. They get the big check at the end of the stick. I said, man, I like working, but I don't like working no more. I discovered trading. I don't like working no more. That's gonna be you, big dog. You about to quit, dog. You about to quit, dog.
I'm ready.
Get your money right. I'm so glad you said that to Micah. And I tried really hard to not say this because I knew it was going to lead to more talking. But I was listening to ET and he was talking about how he was investing money into real estate. And he was like, you know, his mentor told him that he needed to take $100,000 out of his bank account and buy a property. And he had said just the thought of him making that transition made him panic because we've been conditioned to put our money in the bank. And the guy, his mentor was like, why are you so afraid of making this move? And before he asked that question, ET was like, yeah, and I can do Airbnb and make $5,000 a month, and the bank would never give me $60,000 return. The bank, he was like, worst case scenario, I sell the property and break even. But anyway, his mentor was like, why did that scare you? And he was like, because me making this decision really sinks into my soul that I have been lied to for the last 40 years. And Micah, you literally just said that you have been taught that you need to physically work and work hard for your money in order to make a living for your family, in order for you to go to the next level, in order for you to do other things. And you just spoke on how you know that this is another outlet for the life that you want, or even greater. Even your mindset has shifted. And so just know, and I went to a girls' retreat today, y'all. It was so phenomenal. One of the things this lady said was, if you are that fearful of something that you know deep down inside works, it is nothing but the devil trying his hardest to stop you from getting to your blessing. But the thing is, the devil can't stop nothing.
Right.
The only thing the devil can do is get you to delay your own situation, your own blessing.
Your own
He
destiny.
can trick you into believing You don't deserve it. You're not worth it. It's not for you. How you gonna make it work? Da 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 da. And in reality, you are this close.
Mm-hmm.
You are this close.
Do it,
And
my
so-
brother.
Get your mind right. I'm so glad you said that to him because I believe in you too, baby. I believe in you, mama. I believe in myself. I believe on everybody on this call because you don't show
Yes.
up week after week after week after week after week for nothing.
That part.
Yeah.
Hey, Micah, you got the biggest thing a lot of people beg for, and that's support, dog. You gotta do what you gotta do, dog. That job gonna always be there, bro.
Right?
Yeah.
I definitely.
You know,
I-
Mike,
Exactly.
and
Gonna be a full-time father, you feel me?
it's gonna happen, y'all. Nothing happened before it's time. Just give him his space. It's coming.
It's coming.
Yeah.
It's
I was
coming.
just telling Jasmine. I was just telling
Yeah,
Jasmine
yeah.
the same thing. This. Yeah.
It's
It
good.
is time. It will. Mhm.
I definitely appreciate y'all, and I know it's coming because I found something out that get your mind right, help me with. You don't even know you helped me with, but yeah, it's coming.
Ah, I'm waiting for you, my brother.
I'm gonna show y'all the sauce in Winter Squad, but yeah, it's coming, y'all.
I love it.
Wait,
Right.
Micah,
Looking forward to
are we
Winter
gonna
Squad
do
on
Winter Squad
Wednesday.
calls on Tuesday this week?
You said, oh yeah, because we're gonna be
It's
on a
Memorial
Wednesday. Oh yeah, Memorial Day. So Tuesday will be the Winter Squad call because 6:00 on Wednesday, me and Jasmine be in the air, heading down to find us a place so we can come down and be closer to y'all. So yeah, well not get your mind right. We're gonna be further away from you, but we're
I'm just happy y'all
You get
moving,
your
dog.
mind
You feel me?
Yes.
Y'all
We
moving,
are
you feel me?
meeting
That's a
you.
blessing.
right.
Hey man, you already know, bro. That's a blessing. Y'all get to move to another state, dog. Look.
Y'all time is around the corner. You talking about somebody like woof.
Right.
Look.
Hey.
As soon as y'all move in, let me know when the housewarming. I'll be there.
Hey,
Yes,
hey,
done.
definitely, most definitely.
Done.
Can you imagine having Get Your Mind Right in the house? We gonna have a ball,
She ain't leaving her. She gonna have to just take a room.
right?
And we'll be ready.
Just,
Yeah, you ain't gotta tell me twice, man. Y'all good peoples.
Hey,
Thank
man, I
you.
love all y'all. So, hey, Mama, go ahead and take us out till next week.
Oh my gosh, is there something to say? All right, y'all. So as always, thank you for coming. Because we know you could have spent this time doing anything and you chose to spend it with us. We appreciate you guys being our co-host. And as I always say, at Chart and Sit, we are different. You never know what you may get when you come here. We might mark up a chart. We might have moments of transparency like this where we just, dropping some gems. But we appreciate it. We appreciate you coming. And until next week, we will see you guys. Have an awesome trade week.
Thank you.
Yes.
Good night.
Good night.
Yes.
Y'all
Oh,
be safe flight on Wednesday.
thank you.
All right.
Thank you.